What's up? Welcome and welcome back for those that have been around. So, if you're brand new, then I gotta tell you, I'm pretty new to the spicy world. And a few months ago, I saw a video of old Ed Curry, the creator of the Carolina Reaper. He made a little video trying different hot sauces. And one of the things he mentioned was he had a fruity sauce. And he said this would go great on ice cream. And I was like what? Hot sauce, ice cream? Sounded really weird, right? But then I was like, it kind of makes sense, I guess. You know, you got sweet and sour and things like that. So sometimes opposite things, so hot and cold, might go good together. And I have been so anxious to find out. And that's what I'm going to do today. This is my, long-awaited video for some people, my ice cream video. So here's what we're going to do. I have some Neapolitan, so a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of strawberry, a little bit of chocolate, and I have a little array of things here to put on it. So I'm going to start with Mike's Hot Honey, extra hot, because I feel like honey already goes good on ice cream. It's already a good condiment, so I want to see how that is with a little bit of spice to it. Then I want to try something that probably doesn't actually go good with ice cream, and that is Elijah's Extreme Regret, because this is more, onions and garlic, and it's probably not going to go good with it. But hey, look, I've never had ice cream or hot sauce on ice cream, so let's just try it to find out, Probably not going to be good, but I'm going to give it a try. Then I have Elijah's Extreme handcrafted Reaper sauce, and this one says it goes good on ice cream because it has the black cherries and cranberries in it. And then I got to thinking, well, doesn't ice cream take away the heat? Most people have ice cream after a challenge or something like that to cool their mouths off, so how hot can it really get? So let's find that out too. So I have the Mad Dog 357 Gold Edition, which is the 1 million Scovilles, to find out how much it actually kills the heat. And then I have the 3 different flavors, because if I try it and I like it, well, I want to see which one's my favorite flavor. Just out of curiosity, does the flavor of the ice cream kind of depend on possibly how good it tastes? If I don't like it at all, I'll probably just stick with the 1 spoonful. But anything I like, I'm trying all 3 flavors. So, let's not hold back anymore. I've already put this video off long enough. Let's try some hot ice cream, guys. Start with Mike's Hot on a little bit of vanilla. Definitely tastes good on the ice cream. I'm not feeling any heat yet at all. Do just another small amount. Oh, actually, I'm feeling the heat in my throat now. Oh, yeah. Alright, so as I expected, the honey tastes really good with the ice cream. And I am now feeling the heat there. So let's try the strawberry, because I like that. That's actually really good. Got some strawberry. Slather it in the honey. Man, that is so interesting. So, we're going to try the chocolate before I make my decision on that. So here's the chocolate. This is probably going to get hot by the end. because the heat is building as I keep having more of this honey. Ooh, that one was good. So right from the beginning, I'm gonna say the hot honey absolutely goes great on ice cream. Out of these three flavors, I think the chocolate is gonna be my favorite on that one. So, I can definitely feel the heat in my throat, and every bite that I take, it builds up more. So I'm feeling more of the heat through the ice cream than I thought I would. But it's a fun combination. You know, it's cold going in, and then the heat comes afterwards. So, you know, that's kind of fun. So now let's try something probably should never be put on ice cream. And that's onions and garlic flavor. But also more heat. You know, this is hotter. But flavor-wise, I don't know about this one. But let's find out. Maybe I'll be surprised. There's a little bit on there. Okay, that surprised me. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Because it was like sweet and savory. And definitely more heat than the honey had. Alright. So I thought I was going to just kind of skip past this one when it comes to the other flavors. It wasn't as bad as I thought. You know, didn't pair as well as the honey did. But hey, not as bad as I thought. So let's try some of the strawberry. Yeah, that one not so much. So that's why I wanted to check this out to see, does the flavor of the ice cream matter? Because I will say, it kind of did go with the vanilla. I don't know what it was, but it was like sweet and savory at the same time. But the strawberry just was kind of more what I was expecting. That I didn't like that one. But, yeah, that's 1 for 1 so far. Let's try some chocolate, just to really find out. No, nope. Once again, that's not it, guys. That's not it. So, sorry, the heat is building in my throat. I would have to say this might need some more, a little bit more investigation, you know, because on the vanilla, again, like, this is just my opinion, but it was actually kind of good with the vanilla. The other flavors, not at all. But there's something to that, you know. It was okay on the vanilla. I'm gonna have to experiment some more. So let's just keep moving. This one, I'm really excited for. This is your Elijah's handcrafted Reaper sauce that says it goes good on ice cream. Excuse me. You get them pepper burps, man. The honey was great on all the flavors. So what about the black cherries? That's good. Ooh. And the heat just kicks. That is so weird. I guess the coldness of the ice cream, I feel no heat when it's going in. I can taste it, but there's no heat. And then as soon as I swallow, bam, smack to the throat. This is fun. Let's try some of this on some strawberry. A little bit extra that time. Ooh. Ooh, black cherries and strawberry. Absolutely delicious. Wow. So far, that's my favorite out of everything. But we gotta do the chocolate. A little bit of chocolate. Chocolate and cherries. Now, I know that goes good together. I know that's a good combination. So let's try that. Oh yeah. Okay. So again, I anticipated that this would actually go good with it. And it does. I would definitely say I prefer this over the honey for a more like unique kind of flavor. But the honey is absolutely like good on ice cream regardless. Whether it's hot honey or not, the honey is good on ice cream. But that just gives it a little bit of something extra with the cherries and the cranberries in there. And there's lots more fruity hot sauces that I haven't tried yet that I can get to that'll probably go just as good. And I can feel heat, you know, it's mostly in my throat, but you know, most of these things have the Carolina Reaper in them. And again, it's cold going in, you swallow, heat. It's crazy. This is a fun treat, man. I gotta get my kids to start trying this. So then the question becomes, because I can feel the heat, how much does it really help? So let's do a real hot sauce. Now I picked this one because it's supposed to be 1,000,000 Scovilles, but it does have a sweetness to it that I think will at least be pretty bearable with the ice cream. Some of my other extract sauces, just no, like the flavor, there's no way I would even try it. But this one, might not be too bad. So let's find out how 1,000,000 Scovilles is on ice cream. Obviously not going to use too much of this. Let's give it a try. Yeah, so right away, flavor didn't match as good as I kind of thought it would. I did like the Elijah's Extreme Regret on the vanilla, just enough to where I'm going to experiment some more with it with some other flavors. This one, not so much. It did not go good with the vanilla. The heat's kind of building from it. But let's just keep going, because the point is to get enough of this sauce in me to see how much it helps. It's kind of getting mixed together at this point. But I don't think that matters now, because this one wasn't really for the flavor of it. This was just for the heat, so I don't really care that the flavors got mixed up. Oh, that was a big pour. Now, see, that was a good bit of it though, but that's fine. That's the test, right? All right. I think I see where this is going, but might as well just do it on the chocolate as well. and then I will give you my final thoughts. A little bit of chocolate. Some more of the Mad Dog. And I've been using, I'm being generous with this Mad Dog more than I would usually put on my actual like food that I'm using it on usually. I usually only put a couple drops on something. I was kind of pouring it on there because I want to find out, does it help with the heat? So I gotta give that just a minute because it's an extract, you know, builds. But so far, when it comes to a really hot sauce on the ice cream, yeah, see, now it's coming. All right. So pretty much like the other sauces, it absolutely helps when you eat the ice cream. As soon as you swallow, that doesn't matter anymore. That heat from that million Scoville, it's building, it's burning. I feel it all down my esophagus, just like I normally would. And I use more than I usually would as well. So, that's what I wanted to find out. And I'm actually, now that I know that the heat will still definitely come when you swallow the ice cream, I'm actually more excited about this because if you remember my review of this, the handcrafted Reaper, it's absolutely delicious, great flavor, you know, probably the best tasting sauce I ever had. But with the fruitiness, it doesn't go good on everything, right? Anyway, hang on, I lost track of my point. The point was, this is delicious. Sorry, whew, that's getting hot. This is delicious, but it's not all that hot. So if I can find a very hot sauce that's also fruity, that goes good with the ice cream, this could be an incredible heat, or hot and cold, great combination of just both worlds, because that Mad Dog is just roaring right now. It's definitely burning me up. The ice cream, you know, if I do this, relief. And then it comes back. So just like after a challenge, you know, you eat the ice cream, it cools your mouth off for a second, the heat comes back. So now I've learned it's the same thing with putting the hot sauce on ice cream, is that the heat is going to come through no matter what. But it's a great combination. Like these two right here, awesome. You have to try this at some point. If you've never had hot sauce on ice cream, it's something else, man. This was very fun. So now I'm gonna do a little ranking here, and I wish I had something to hold them up a little higher. So I'll just have to tell you, number one, just like I thought, the Elijah's handcrafted Reaper, amazing. That's number one. Number two will have to be the Mike's Hot Honey. If you want something not as hot, but just want to, you know, see the experience of some heat with ice cream, try this one out. Especially if you already like honey on ice cream. Now this one might surprise you just a little bit, but I'm actually going to say the Mad Dog is my third favorite. Even though I don't think it tasted good on any of the ice creams. I'll tell you why in a second. So this is my final one. This is the loser, if you will. The only reason I picked the Mad Dog over Extreme Regret, even though this kind of tasted good on the vanilla and I want to experiment with this more, this was not like, it wasn't gross, it just wasn't a great combination, but the heat of it mixed with the cold at the same time, I liked it. That's why I said I want to now try to find a sauce that's as hot as this and as delicious as this. So now I'm on a mission thanks to this video. Now I gotta try to find something that's the best of both worlds. I want a fruity, delicious sauce that goes on ice cream, but I want it to burn, because that was just amazing. That was fun. Well, I'm not going to just keep on rambling. This was the video. This is hot sauce on ice cream. If you've never tried it, do it. Get some. I'm going to finish up my ice cream now. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.